Hi, my name is Jody Henley, and welcome to question 2, which is from Nikki Haverstock, and it is, how do you have a big twist or surprise in a book or series so the reader buys into it rather than responding, oh, the author just changes the rules whenever it's convenient? And, honestly, this is actually a couple of questions, so I'm going to go with the first question, which is, if you, the writer, are actually doing everything you need to do to get to the point where people are going to assume you're changing the rules, then it's actually just a failure to communicate. And by that, I mean, you really need to go ahead and in the comments down below, comments down below, there we go. There's actually a link to a YouTube video, which I'd like you to go ahead and pause my video and watch that one. Okay, back again? Cool. That was the end scene to Shutter Island. Now, I went with a big group of people, and we all watched Shutter Island, and they were all just cheering it on, and I was just like, this is kind of weird. And I was thinking this is just Scorsese going crazy. And because it was a lot of stuff, it was a lot of kinetic action, and it was things that I really didn't understand, and I was thinking, this is just odd and weird, and I'm not sure I like it a whole lot. And then at the very end, I saw the last scene, and it all made sense. And I love the show because it was something that you needed to know the context. And unfortunately, Scorsese really didn't provide the context up front. This was an example of building suspense by withholding the context, so you're not really sure what's going on. And it really did work. Unfortunately, everybody else who was in my group were going, so didn't quite understand that. Man, it was sad, wasn't it? That he was really actually mad. And I was thinking, didn't you catch that? Didn't you see all this stuff where he made it all made sense? And I'm not going to go ahead and do another one of these videos where the ending of Shutter Island is explained because, that's not what this video is about. This video is actually about how it is that some people don't understand. And that's, what happens quite a lot. Some people don't understand. So what happens and what you need to do is you need to go back through all your stuff that you had wrote up to that point and make it obvious. The thing about it is that making it obvious doesn't mean that it really is obvious. It's obvious to you because you wrote it. So to you, it's glaring like a big fat thumb that somebody hit with a hammer. But to other people, it's actually probably just perfect because you are too close. And a person who's coming on your work and not knowing what's inside your head doesn't know what's going on. So the best thing to do is just to, like I said, make it obvious. You have the choice. You can stay at the level you're at and, have the satisfaction of knowing, oh yeah, I was very subtle and lost quite a lot of people. Or I was very obvious and I played to the common denominator. Or I was just right in the middle to the point where I thought it was obvious, but it wasn't really that obvious. So just go back and redo it. And, really looking back on this, this is one of those parts where I realized after I did that, at the time I was working on a couple of books where I was really trying to be subtle, to the point of having this person's writing be as subtle and nuanced as literature. And I was thinking, oh, this is really great. But I was also following the reviews for this person, and I was noticing that all the things I thought were obvious were not obvious to the readers because they were going, oh, this person, she's such a bitch. And I was thinking, don't they see that she is just a nuanced person who is conflicted? And no, they didn't. So I had to go back, a next couple books and, make sure that when this author was putting in all her clues, that they were heavy-duty clues, so that the readers would actually see it. Some people, I will be honest and say, out of 100 people, well, leaving reviews, well, okay, maybe 10 people leaving reviews. Out of 10 people leaving reviews, 1 or 2 people would actually get it and be very appreciative. But the other 8 people were kind of lost. And, that is your choice. Do you want to appeal to a greater audience, or do you just want to appeal to those 2 people? and I promised that I wouldn't make this video really long, so I'm going to cut it here. Until next time, thanks for watching.